We got a closet full of them.
Oil. We are killing for gasoline.
Violence. In our day and age, it's everywhere. Online, on our television screens, and we act out through video games. With the recent release of the film Joker, it has re-sparked the argument that violent and mature content has the power to influence people into violent actions in the real world. All because people are exposed to the vast library of violence. How often do people watch violent films or TV?
Relatively often, at least once or twice a week.
Violent TV, I watch quite a lot.
More often than not, I'd say. At least sort of 50% of the stuff I see can be quite violent in sort of, I don't know.
There is a wide variety of violent films and TV shows available that people are able to watch. But the question is, are people susceptible to be influenced or inspired by the images they see on screen?
I think possibly yes, especially as, you know, there was that incident where two kids tied a baby to train tracks after watching, I think it was Chucky, can't remember which film it was, but they got the idea from a film.
There have been several reported cases of violent films or TV that has a link to a violent crime. Most notably, the case of James Holmes, who shot at the premiere of The Dark Knight Rises, claiming to be the Joker, which led to the deaths of 12 people and injuring of 70 others. Why do you think that we enjoy watching such characters as the Joker, even though we know he's a violent criminal?
Because we know being violent is the wrong thing to do, so in a way it's getting pleasure of something you actually want to do, even though you know it's wrong. You almost get a kick out of it.
A lot of the time you watch TV for escapism, you know, you're watching it to see something that's not in real life. So, seeing something that's so different, you know, from what we used to is quite interesting.
It's less that we watch it for the violence, it's more that we watch it as an escape and an ability to watch others enact what we can't do. Because a lot of people build up aggression from their daily life, stress and other anger and all that. And watching someone just take it out on someone else without you having to make any harm to anyone else or any damage to your reputation or anything, and just watching someone else do it at the expense of them can often be relieving to people, I think.
In a recent interview with Joaquin Phoenix, the star of the Joker film, he was asked whether the film would incite violence. He dodged the question and walked out of the interview, only to return an hour later telling them that he wasn't sure how to answer the question. This could suggest that he thinks the film could possibly incite violence. Another example where a piece of media has potentially affected a handful of people in the real world would be after the release of the hit teen drama 13 Reasons Why. This show touched upon the topic of suicide and was targeted at young people. Following the release, there was a sharp rise in suicide rates, and many people accused the show of being the cause. Have you seen 13 Reasons Why?
No. Purely because I've been told it's very, very graphic and I think it could be something quite triggering. I don't know. It's not my cup of tea.
No, I haven't seen it myself. I know about it. I've heard things about sort of infamous, you know, the suicide scene and whatnot, but I haven't seen the actual show. No.
I have not, but I have heard a lot of things about it. I heard a lot of controversy surrounding the self-harm scene in the bathroom, and apparently that tipped a lot of people with anxiety and depression into bad moods and maybe made them feel really, really bad. So obviously that pushed the boundaries a bit.
Following the controversy, 2 years on, they did not pull the show but cut out a scene which included a graphic suicide. But there are still many people campaigning and want the whole show pulled off Netflix. Most people see that video games have a stronger power of influence as they have the person playing actively initiating the violence on the screen. A survey found that 86% of UK parents don't follow video game age restrictions, and that over half had no knowledge that their child was playing such games. Do you agree with the current ESRB ratings?
I think with every generation,
become more and more desensitized to violence. So I think they have to be updated quite often. When I was a kid, the ratings were a lot stricter than they are now, and as long as they keep updating and reviewing, it should be relatively okay.
Could violent video games remove people from reality so they commit the vicious acts in the real world? Devin Moore committed 3 acts of first-degree murder at a police station in Alabama. He fled in a police car but was later captured and was reported that he said, "Life is like a video game, you've got to die sometime." This crime was suspected to be influenced by a GTA mission that included raiding a police station that was played religiously by Devin Moore. Would you say games have the power to influence people's actions in the real world?
If they're playing them constantly, and that's the only thing that they're doing with their life, then of course. But that goes with anything.
The most recent GTA title has sold over 90 million copies. It includes significantly more violence and also is much more realistic. So if a game like that has such a power of influence, who says it won't cause a crime like that again? Are there benefits of playing video games?
Generally, it helps people's coordination, it helps people's memory. They have to remember where they've been and where people are and things like that. Even things like ammunition in video games helps with mathematics, and generally, if you blast children with as much information as you can in a video game, it will help them learn from that. There are many examples of things such as the Assassin's Creed video game series inspiring children to look up and read more about history. So it's not just academic abilities, it's academic interest as well.
Online, anyone can access violent content, not only fictional, but real violence as well. On May 31st, 2014, 12-year-olds Anissa and Morgan lured their friend Peyton into the woods. Here, they went on to stab her 19 times. They committed this violent act in an attempt to impress the fictional character Slenderman that they discovered online through an internet forum.
One day my son gave me my phone whilst he was on YouTube watching educational videos, and he asked me to close an advert which was a game promoting To Kill Peppa Pig, which I don't think is very appropriate.
Who do you think is more susceptible to be influenced by violent media?
People with, obviously, mental handicaps and such, and other things may be more inclined to sort of see something and replicate it, but the average Joe isn't going to watch something violent and then immediately replicate it, I'd say.
I feel like that could be very applicable to like a young and impressionable audience. So children specifically, like they might watch obviously this is on the lower end of the violence, but let's say maybe Peter Pan, and they might try and reenact the sword play, which could lead to harm with either of the kids.
There is also evidence that media may be reducing crime as rates have been decreasing alongside more developed media. There is evidence for and against media causing violence, but what do you think? Should you be wary when accessing the Library of Violence?